ladies, gentlemen, and wombats. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Wombat Weightlifting. Yes, we are back for another Friday session. Guys, let me know if you want me to go back to the old format of just actually putting the day-by-day trainings and then doing the summary. I feel like this is working. I mean, my week is a lot busier, so that's why I've cut back on the videos, or I've just been showing the Friday session, which I feel like is what you guys want to see anyways, the big lifts. But anyway, yes, I'm wearing the same suit, not suit, the same clothes as last Friday. It's the Guns N' Roses shirt. I have a big thing for feel good, look good, lift good, yeah? So this is my lift heavy gear. These shorts in particular, I love them. I can hit depth without a problem. The knee feels nice and smooth. I might put some WD-40 on that, but for right now we're good. We're gonna see how far we can push it today. I got the green light to just go for it. And like I said, I've been feeling good. The knee's been kind of played up a little bit. I didn't train on Wednesday because it was a little bit sore here and there, but the session yesterday, if you saw what I posted on my channels, that was really good. I was really happy with the way that 100 was moving, and it gave me high hopes for today. Again, not going to get overly invested. I'm not going to get over excited for what's going to happen. I'm just going to take one lift at a time and just see how far we can push it. Going to start with snatch, as always. I'm aiming for 120 if things are going well, if things are moving the way I want them to move. I'm going to be looking at 125, 127. Those are the numbers I'm putting out there. Let's see if we can get them. That 80% moved like nothing. That was actually really, really good. Felt really light. I felt fast getting underneath that bar. So I have high hopes. We're hitting 90%. We're hitting that echelon where the room for error is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So we're gonna actually have to concentrate. Not that I wasn't concentrating before, but we're gonna have to concentrate and execute. Alrighty, so weight-wise, that didn't feel heavy. That first initial pull, it actually felt pretty light. I feel like I gave the bar enough speed and obviously enough height to get it up like I did. But, and here's the big but, I reckon I could push more with those legs, which I think was what kind of failed me a little bit. And I was a little bit passive with those arms. I just didn't feel that drive, that need to get under fast. So we're gonna bump it up to 120, like planned. This is gonna be, ideally, the second week in a row where we hit 120. That'll be huge. But just gotta push with those legs and just rip that bar up. The weight feels really, really possible. On that first one, I think it was just a matter of just feeling the weight. That second one, after watching back the video, I fully extended, but I let the bar separate slightly, which just made the arc a lot wider, which meant the bar slowed down, or I didn't get underneath the bar fast enough. So I'm gonna do something really stupid. I don't recommend this. I feel good. I feel confident. I'm gonna go up the weight.
What? Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I think I'm just gonna call it there for today. I know myself and I'm very capable of just getting stuck on this weight until it goes up. That's not the idea. That was 3 attempts, 2 at 120, 1 at 122. I'm happy with that. In hindsight, like, this could have just been like a heavy week. Like I said, on Wednesday I didn't train because on Tuesday, like, my knee flared up. So yeah, just like a few factors. Maybe like didn't sleep enough last night. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there for now. Honestly, just content that the 90% went up. Obviously the 120 I would have loved to hit, and even more so this 122. But yeah, it's important to know when to call it off. Like I said, I know myself and I can continue here all day, all afternoon until I hit it. And I just feel like today isn't the day. The snatch is not snatching. And just gonna relax, gonna have some water, gonna eat the banana, maybe some cookies, get some carbs in my body, get that sugar up just to wake up a little bit more. And then we're gonna move on to the clean and jerks. I'm not gonna throw out any numbers like I did in the snatch, but that 70% just then felt really, really good. And when I say it felt good, I mean that in the sense that it felt connected. There was not a single point in that lift where I felt like I loosened or I lost connection throughout any point. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try and replicate that, obviously with the 80-90%. But goddamn, that felt like the smoothest clean that I've done in a very long time. That 80% felt really, really good. Same as the 70%, it felt connected, it felt smooth, and it felt fast coming out of the hole, out of the bottom position, out of the catch. It felt really, really smooth coming out of there. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, this is the smoothest my clean and jerks have felt. And obviously, with a smoother clean, you got a much smoother jerk. Like your legs will stay fresher, so you can, punch that bar a little bit up with more potency, with more power, Gonna try 136 now. Gonna try and make it just as smooth as 120, 80%. So that's 90%. I think that's also the smoothest it's moved. I did, however, feel that from that starting position, I feel like my knees just kind of like gave out, and I was just more like deadlifting it, for example. I just gotta keep pushing and ripping that bar up just to make it slightly smoother. The front squat, or coming out of the clean, it felt all right. Did feel a little bit heavy, but again, I think that's just like a consequence, a byproduct of this. So you just got to maintain that posture, maintain that patience, and just rip that up. 95%, don't think we're going to do that today, but I'm going to slap on 140 kilos, see how that goes. I sit before you, a man that has lifted 140 kilos in a clean and jerk. Now, while that may not be a lot compared to a lot of lifters out there, that's probably the smoothest 140 has moved in a very, very long time. The jerk is something I got to really work on. I feel really unstable, but I feel like it's because of this knee. Like this is the knee that, I shoot forward. And obviously receiving that, that does put a little bit of pressure on it. And my immediate thought is get the weight off. And that's why I took that step with the right leg. And that's why I started twisting and moving to the right. I just got to fix this knee. And then I feel like everything's going to come back, because obviously the confidence is there. Definitely sorry for the expression, but I got the balls to lift these weights. It's just when I hit that depth, it's cue the Sully, But the point is, I'm happy with today's training session. It was a respective 90% on the snatch. Would have loved the 120, 122, but like I said, this sport is very, very humbling. And there are some good days for the snatch, there are bad days for the snatch, there are good and bad days for the clean and jerk, and then there are bad days overall, and then there's good days overall. So you got to take the wins as they come. This was definitely a win. The previous last week, max out attempts, 136 moved like shit. It was a press out. This time around, A-okay. And this time around, 140 got lifted, didn't press out. Although it was a second attempt, I'm really happy with that. Those were my 3 heavy attempts for this Friday for the clean and jerk. And like I said, little steps forward, consistent little steps forward will always beat scarce big leaps. So take that however you want. that was my moment. That was my Master Shifu moment for today, Master Oogway. And yeah, guys, wombats, I'm happy with today. If you enjoyed my suffering, I know maybe I didn't crack as many jokes as last week. I am feeling a little bit on the down low, but this has definitely lifted my spirits up, and you know, we're on the right track. So guys, wombats, this is it for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. Helps the algorithm know that you are, you know, digging what I'm putting out. Subscribe as well. And yeah, hopefully this journey continues for a long, long time. I'm feeling confident. Like I said, this little setback of the knee is just a temporary thing. I got to look after myself a lot more. Should probably start going to the physio a little bit more frequently. But yeah, boy is very, very stubborn. I'm going to send each and every one of you a massive hug. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you guys next week.